the best Make-Ahead Tricolor Pasta Salad that gets better and better as it sits in the fridge. Sally that girl in the kitchen. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sally That Girl in the Kitchen. In today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to make the best, yes, the best Make-Ahead Tricolor Pasta Salad. Why do I call this the best Make-Ahead Tricolor Pasta Salad? Because this pasta salad will only get better if you make it in advance. It just gets better and better as it sits in the fridge. And what inspired me to make this pasta salad was that I was invited over to break the fast at my cousin's house, and the request was to bring some sort of a salad for the dinner. And I thought to myself, I want to drop this off in advance. I don't want it to be a salad that's going to wilt. I also need it to be something hearty because we're all going to be hungry. So I decided this was the perfect fit, and it was a hit. It's super yummy, flavorful, and it just gets better and better when made in advance. And in my case, I stored it in a couple of Ziploc bags in my fridge and then took it over to their house a couple of days before the break the fast, and it just sat there and marinated. And then when it was time to serve, just poured it into a bowl, gave it a little toss, and it was good to go. So I am super excited to teach you how to make this Make-Ahead Tricolor Pasta Salad. So let's not wait another second, and let's get started. For today's recipe, you will need 24 ounces of tricolor rotini pasta, which in my case was 2 12-ounce boxes, boiled to al dente in salted water. 10 seeded and chopped peperoncini pickled peppers. Around 30 whole pitted Kalamata olives. 4 chopped Persian cucumbers. 1.5 pints of either cherry or grape tomatoes, which is about a square container and a half, and you're going to cut those tomatoes in half. A half of a red onion chopped, a 1/4 cup of water, 1 cup of extra virgin olive oil, a 1/2 cup plus 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, 2 packets of zesty Italian good seasoned salad dressing. You can also use the regular Italian good seasoned salad dressing if you prefer. 1 tablespoon of dried Italian seasoning, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper, and 1.5 teaspoons of fleur de sel. I love this particular type of salt because it has a larger crystal and it just melts gently on the tongue. It's absolutely divine. But of course, you could replace it with Maldon salt, your favorite flaky salt, or any salt with large crystals, maybe even a kosher salt or a sea salt. Just make sure it's either a flaky finishing salt or a salt with large crystals, but don't underestimate just how delicious this particular salt is. You will also need a cutting board and a knife, a large spoon for stirring and serving, a large bowl with a lid, a large colander, a large wet measuring cup, a fork, some measuring spoons, and a large pot. So now that we have all of our ingredients and tools together, let's get started. I like to start by filling my large pot with water, and I want to start bringing this to a boil. But since I have some chopping to do, I'm going to start on medium heat so it gets there slowly while I chop things up. And then when I'm ready to go, I'll raise my heat to high. So the first thing I like to do is separate about 30 pitted Kalamata olives. I just drain these and then set them aside. This gives a really nice pop of flavor. Then I'm going to grab my peperoncini peppers. So you can use pepperoncini, you can go with hot, you can go with medium, or you can even use banana peppers if you prefer a mild pepper. I'm using 10 of these. And then what I like to do is I take off, of course, the top, the stem, and then I'm going to open these up because I want to be able to de-seed them because I don't want them too hot and a lot of the heat is in the seeds, and B, I just don't like the seeds running around my tricolor pasta salad. So I like to clean that out, and then once I've done that, then I go ahead and I just chop this up real small. So this just gives a really nice subtle flavor, and by using a pickled pepper like a pepperoncini, it just has this subtle brininess also, similar to what we're going to get from the olives. It's just absolutely delicious and it packs a punch of flavor. So now they're de-seeded and de-stemmed. I'm going to set those aside. So now we'll grab 4 Persian cucumbers, also known as mini cucumbers. These are my favorite cucumbers because you don't have to peel them. The peel is absolutely delicious and it's real thin, super easily digestible. You don't have to scoop out seeds. It's just the perfect cucumber in my opinion. And all you do is chop it up, or you can even eat these whole. They're so fantastic. I love them. I use them with everything. I snack on them. I put them in so many things. They're absolutely delicious. So you saw I just cut that cucumber down the middle, then place the flat side down, and then I just cubed them up. And you're looking for pieces about this size. So what you want is everything to be bite size in this tricolor pasta salad. And so now we're going to work on our tomatoes. We want half of one of those pints and then the other full pint. I'm going to rinse those well, and then I'm just going to pat them dry. And then I'm going to cut these in half. So as I said, you can use grape tomatoes or cherry tomatoes. If they're a little large, then I cut them in 3. And if they're smaller, then I cut them in half. I'm just looking for the pieces to be similar in size. I like everything to be uniform so that when you're eating, it's a pleasant experience. Everything is bite-sized and absolutely perfect. So now on to the red onion. We're going to use a half of this medium-sized red onion. We can put away the other half. And then I'm going to chop this up. I minced it pretty well, but I'm coming in once again with the knife. I want those pieces pretty small. And then I'm just going to set those aside also to add them into our delicious tricolor pasta salad. Look at all these gorgeous colors we've got going on in this salad. So now we're going to build our dressing. We've got a 1/4 cup of water, and to that we're going to add an entire cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1 cup. Then we're going to add a 1/2 cup of red wine vinegar plus 2 tablespoons because I like a little extra tang. And then we're going to add 2 packets of our good seasons, in my case zesty Italian, or you can use the regular Italian, whichever one you prefer. You're going to add those 2 packets of seasoning into your dressing. And this to me always feels like a science experiment as it bubbles up. I absolutely love watching it. And then, as if that weren't yummy enough, I'm going to go ahead and add a 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper and a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. This is really just going to add more of that herb flavor because we're not going to be using fresh herbs because we don't want this wilting, because this is a make-ahead salad after all. So now remember that water that we had set to boil? I raised the temperature of the stove onto high and add a nice amount of salt into the water. Then I'm going to add both boxes, the full 24 ounces of tricolor Rotini pasta. Then I'm going to give it all a good stir so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. And I'm going to give it a minute to come back to a boil. Then once it comes back to a boil, at that point, I'm going to set a 10-minute timer to allow my pasta to cook. But of course, always refer to the package directions of the brand that you are using. And after, in my case, 10 minutes, I've cooked this to al dente. I'm going to bring it over to the colander that I placed in my sink, and I'm going to drain my pasta completely. And then I normally would tell you, do not rinse your pasta because you want that starch with the sauces that you are going to create when you're serving a hot pasta dish. But in this particular case, you want to remove the excess starch so that that beautiful dressing that we're creating just flows beautifully around those noodles, and it just really stops the cooking process for the pasta so it stays perfectly al dente. So definitely rinse your pasta when making your pasta salad. So once you've rinsed that pasta well, then you're just going to make sure to drain off all of that excess water, and then that pasta is going to be perfect to receive all those beautiful vegetables that we've cut up. And of course, now that it's cool, it won't wilt or start to cook any of those vegetables either. So that's it. It's been rinsed really, really well. I'm making sure to drain off any excess water because we don't want this waterlogged or soggy. We have enough liquid in our dressing already. So once you're sure you've removed all of that water, then you're just going to grab this and you're going to transfer it over into a large bowl. I'm going to mix my salad right in the bowl that I'm going to be serving it in. And so then once that is in, I'm just going to come in and bring over all of those beautiful vegetables that we prepared, the onions, the beautiful Persian cucumbers. Everything is already looking gorgeous, and wait till we mix this all together. The colors and just the amount of beautiful vegetables in this tricolor pasta salad. They call it tricolor, but it's really multicolor, rainbow colored, because there's way more colors than just the 3 colors of the pasta. Look at those beautiful tomatoes, those beautiful pepperoncini peppers, the Kalamata olives. Gorgeous, just a pop of color in every bite, and of course a pop of flavor. I had a little brine there, gonna pour that in because why not? It's absolutely delicious. Then I'm gonna give that dressing one more stir, and I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna pour that right over the pasta salad. I'm gonna throw the entire dressing over the pasta salad. And then the last thing I like to add on is my fleur de sel, my beautiful French finishing salt. I find that 1.5 teaspoons is just right. And this particular salt, as I said earlier, I absolutely adore. I'm going to show you up close the one that I use. It's absolutely delicious. It has the perfect mouth feel. It's so, so good. It really makes a huge difference in your pasta salad. And then, of course, you can adjust that to taste. You can add more or less depending on what you like. You could start with 1 teaspoon and then try it once you've mixed it together. And if you need more, you can add more. But I find that 1.5 teaspoons is perfect. And you can always add a touch more right before serving it if needed, or sprinkle a little on top of your own serving if you like a touch more. So notice I go in very gently and mix this all together. And then of course, if you're going to refrigerate this, you're going to put a lid on it, pop it in the fridge and let it sit. You can make this 1, 2, 3 days in advance and it'll still be absolutely divine. It actually gets better and better as it sits and gets cold in the refrigerator, and all of those flavors marry. It's just the absolute perfect make-ahead tricolor pasta salad, which is why I call this the best make-ahead tricolor pasta salad. It will not wilt. It will get tastier as the days go by, and it's perfect just to make ahead and have one less thing to worry about if you're hosting a large dinner, or in my case, if you're taking this over to someone's house and need to drop it off in advance. It's going to be complete perfection, and as I said, just gets better and better as it sits in that beautiful olive oil, red wine vinegar, all those herbs and spices. It just gets yummier and yummier. So as I often like to say, enough with the admiring. It's now time to serve myself some so I can have a taste. I'm going to have a little more than a taste. I'm going to make this lunch because it's a hearty, delicious, nutritious salad that really just checks off all of the boxes. I just cannot wait to bite into this. It is just looking so divine and it smells delicious. So here we go. So I'm going to try to get the perfect bite. There we go. A little bit of everything for that first bite. I've got everything represented. It's so crazy good. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. The pasta complements all those yummy vegetables perfectly. It has the perfect balance of flavors, the olive oil, the red wine vinegar, the crunchy vegetables, the brine from the olives. A touch of very, very subtle heat from the black pepper and from those pepperoncini peppers. It's just absolutely divine. And of course, if you want to make this more substantial, want to make it a dairy salad, you can add some cubes of feta to it or some mozzarella pearls. Or instead of making it dairy, you can go with meat. You can chop up some turkey, or you can use some grilled chicken and add that into the salad. And either way, it will be absolutely delicious. It's phenomenal as is and can be customized however you want. So how absolutely delicious does this Make-Ahead Tricolor Pasta Salad look? I'm telling you, the combination of flavors is absolutely divine. It just gets better and better as it sits in that fridge. It's absolutely delicious cold. You can serve it room temperature. You can serve it with any type of spread. And as I showed in the video, you can also spice it up a little bit if you want to serve it with a dairy meal. You can just add a few cubes of feta or some mozzarella pearls, or of course, instead, you can chop up some grilled chicken, throw that in there for extra protein, or just serve it as a side with pretty much everything. It's absolutely divine, full of these yummy vegetables that stay crunchy as they infuse with all of that yummy dressing that we prepared and all those delicious herbs. So tasty. You're going to love it. Trust me. No, better yet, don't trust me. You're going to have to try to make this recipe yourself. And of course, if you enjoyed today's recipe, don't forget to like it, to write me a sweet comment, and of course, share it. Share it with your friends. If you make it, share the love. If you love it, share the love. Send this video to your friends because that really helps me grow. So I really appreciate when you do that. And of course, for those of you who are here time and time again, thank you so much for being here, for watching. I really absolutely love all the love and support. This time of year, I get a lot of messages, so I really, really appreciate that. It tends to happen a lot around the Jewish holidays. And of course, again, at the end of the Gregorian year, I should say, in December, I get all kinds of messages, and I really, really appreciate that. But don't forget me during the course of the entire year. There's so much yummy stuff for you to find, so be sure to explore. I have everything broken down by playlists, main dishes, side dishes, desserts, salads, breads, challahs, anything you can think of, appetizers. I've got all kinds of yummy stuff there for you, so definitely take a moment to explore. And of course, if you're not subscribed to Sally That Girl in the Kitchen here on YouTube, take a moment, stop what you're doing, go over, subscribe, touch that little notification bell so that you get notified every time I put out a new delicious recipe, which I do all of the time. And if you make something, message me. I love hearing from you. I love seeing your pictures. I love when you post about things that you've made from Sally That Girl in the Kitchen. So please continue to do that. You can always message me through Facebook or Instagram Messenger. Those are the easiest ways to find me, and I try to get back to absolutely everyone. So definitely keep doing that too. So once again, I just want to thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Sally That Girl in the Kitchen.